mainly going to deal with the men, but sisters, as always, you can get understanding from it as well. In IUIC, we are always elevating our level, elevating our structure, elevating the organization. And the word organization is an organized what? It's an organized nation. So in a nation, you never stay stagnant. I know some of y'all a lot older than me. I miss Captain Kimuel. Shout out to Captain Kimuel. I like to do my old jokes with him. Now I got guys that's younger than me beside me, man. I don't like that. I got the young bloods. They don't know about the old jokes. So, but anyway, in an organized nation, things change as you elevate. Just for example, in America, there was a time, some of y'all wasn't around. There was a time where you legally could not buy alcohol. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. What was it called? What was the time? Prohibition, right. There was a time in America where you could not buy alcohol. There was a time when black people were slaves. Oh, wait, that's still today. My bad. Not that one. That ain't a good one. But there's a lot of different things. You couldn't drive certain speed limits. You couldn't buy certain things. You didn't have certain taxes. All things change. Y'all understand what I'm saying? If anybody should understand that, it should be this generation. I know for myself, when I grew up, I seen a pager. I seen a Walkman. I seen a cell phone. I seen an MP3 player. I seen an iPod, not the iPhone, an iPod. Cassette, CD, yep. You had to plug it in, push it into the car. I seen all those things in my lifetime, and I'm young. I'm only in my 30s. So just in that time, you can see a great change within, the world, but a lot of things in America. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So likewise, as the world moves, we must move as well inside of this truth. Y'all understand that? So that's what today's class will be based upon, making sure we got our minds and our hearts focused on the main thing. Can y'all put the title of the class on that? So the title of the class is The Rank of Salvation. The Rank of Salvation. Who can tell me, according to Christ, what rank do you have to receive salvation? What must your rank be? You got officer 20, you got to be officer 50, you got to be a soldier. What rank do you have to be to receive salvation? Somebody raise their hand and tell me. Come on, man.
Brother Wilton Forbes.
I know it's a precept.
Hey, shalom leadership.
Shalom.
Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless.
The rank that we have to receive salvation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there is a rank.
There you go. It's a trick question.
Yes, sir.
There you go. You got it. 100% correct. The rank that you have is not there's not a number on it. There's not a title on it. It's between you and the Most High. Y'all understand that, right? And I'm saying that because ranks change. Ranks change. Brothers go up and down, left and right, whatever. The main thing is that you are doing what you are required from the Most High. Give me that in Deuteronomy 10 and 12 real quick.
Come on.
And that's why I titled the class, The Rank of Salvation. Sometimes we lose track on the main focus. And the main focus is to get to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever it takes for that to happen,
That's right.
That's what we must do. Remind me when I get done with this precept, don't go nowhere else, but remind me to bring up your first love, like we was going over last night. Read that for me. And anytime y'all got something, officers, bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
So what does the Lord thy God require of thee? That is the $1 billion question. Even the wise man asked Christ, what good thing shall I do? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
So the rank of salvation is to fear the Lord thy God. Read.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways.
And to love him. And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart. And with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
So the first thing we must do that's mandatory is for us to keep the commandments of the Lord. Does everybody understand that? That's
right.
non-negotiable. I don't care if you're a deacon. I don't care if you're a captain. I don't care if you're an officer. If you're not keeping the commandments, is your rank going to be salvation? No. There's a lot of brothers in other camps. In the purple and gold, we make sure we have stringent standards. But there's brothers in other camps that have grand titles, and they don't keep no commandments. Y'all understand that? So don't get lost on titles and rank and all that stuff. No, your first rank is to keep the commandments of God. Now, within that, as I go throughout the class, to whom much is given, much is what? Much is required. So as the Lord sees that you are doing the basics, you will receive rank in the Lord's army. All right? And more will be given to you. And ultimately, that way you'll know, okay, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. But we're going to get on that. So, what rank do you need to get to kingdom? Matthew 19 and 16. Matthew chapter 19 and verse 16. Huh? Oh, first love. Yes. I also wanted to bring it up. Good. Hey, you let me down, bruh. Now, when you come into this truth, what is the first thing that you are excited about when you come into this truth? Anybody can give me their answer. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. What's the biggest and most important thing when you come into this truth? Anybody can answer. And we only got one brother in the crowd. Hold on. You still excited? All praises. Hold on. Somebody got their hand up.
Shalom.
Shalom, state your name, man.
Shalom, Brother Jeremiah.
Brother Jeremiah, all praises.
When you first came into the truth, well, me personally, I was excited about the fact that I was an Israelite.
Right.
And the fact that God was black and
right.
he looked like me.
Right.
Right.
And what do you want to do with that understanding?
That's
I
right.
want to tell anybody.
Right.
Right.
You want to tell everybody, right? Okay, good. Who else?
Shalom.
Shalom.
Brother Wilton.
Brother Wilton.
Yes, sir.
Where you from, brother?
Jamaica, man.
Jamaica. Benji. Strong.
Right.
Strong back, Benji.
So I was happy to know that I was the heathen because before I recognized who I was, I'd probably cast the Bible aside because it wasn't what I read in the Bible wasn't pertaining to me.
Right.
So I just put it to a side, and if God wasn't for me, why should I be reading the Bible?
Right.
But now I realize that the kingdom is for us, Israel.
Right.
So
That's right.
that's put a fire on me, and
All praise.
I'm
all
here.
praise. Right. Okay. So most people say they was excited. They understand the Israel. They understand who the white man is, so on and so forth. So I give y'all an example of what I was really trying to get to. When you go to a restaurant and it's fire, it's good. The bread was good. The main meal, whatever you got, the fish was flavorful. The size was good. The drinks was good. The dessert was fire. What do? Huh? Somebody said it. What do you do when you go home? You tell somebody. You might be you gonna take a picture. You post, hey, bro, what's the name of the restaurant? Hey, we up here at such and such. Hey, y'all need to come up here, man. This food is fire, man. Right? That's what you do, right? Likewise, in this truth, all of y'all did it. You find out Jesus black. You find out Christmas is false. You find out all these things, and you want to tell somebody. Give me that first love.
That's right.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 4. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love.
Thou hast what?
Has left thy first love.
Your first love is understanding and grasping the scriptures. Because none of us would be here if something did not resonate in our spirit that we read, that we saw within the Bible. And we said, man, that's real. That's your first love. Your first objective wasn't, I need to become a bishop. Your first objective wasn't I need to be a senior sister. Your first objective was, man, this is real. And you said, I need to do what's in these scriptures. Whether it was taking off the pants, whether it was stop fornicating, whether it was getting a job, stop smoking, whatever, your first love was looking at the scriptures and letting it resonate in your spirit and trying to change. Or you was just trying to teach everybody. One of the others. But the scriptures is what brought you here. Most people agree to that? That's what brought you here. So yeah, go ahead.
Back you up.
Yeah.
Hey, for an example, by the show of hands, how many people came in here by way of social media at all? Social media, videos. How many people binged watched the videos once they found out about the truth? I would say all of us, right? Because when we heard it, it was addictive, right? So just like Cap saying, now, by show of hands on the brother side, how many brothers knew about rank when they first got here? You see that? So that shows you was excited by what you heard. Everybody understand that? You was excited. That's what Cap is going into. Can we get 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 12? So this is something that we got to remember. Rank is for order's sake, right? But we all have a part to play, and we all got gifts that we could give within the body. You understand? And that's coming down the pipeline. All praise to the Most High. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 12.
Yep.
Come on. And I thank Christ Jesus, our Lord,
Read.
who has enabled me.
Who had what?
Enabled me.
So every single one of y'all, that's why leadership always on us about what skill set do you have that you can bring forth. Everybody was brought here. Does everybody believe that they was brought here for a reason? Everybody in here has a purpose in this truth, right? Read on.
For that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry.
And that's what we got to remember. Out of the millions of Israelites, the Lord specifically hand chose every single one of y'all to be here in the ministry. That's what we should be focused on. You understand? All praise to the Most High.
Hey, Cap, let me back y'all up. Get 1 Peter 2. A lot of us, when we came into the truth, brothers and sisters, you know, you find out you can't wear pants. You find out you got to wear fringes. What the Sabbath day is, you can't eat pork. So we learning all of these precepts. So now we finding out there's things that we can't do anymore. So we have to learn the Bible. We were studying, but now all of a sudden you in the truth 5-10 years, we start to forget our first love, going back to the scriptures. Read.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. Wherefore, laying
verse 2.
Verse 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word.
That's how we all were when we came into this truth. We want to know the Bible. We want to get built up because we know we got to defend what we believe now, because our family members going to be like, you joined the cult. But no, we got to remember the scriptures. We got to get back to our first love. Read.
That ye may grow thereby. If so be ye.
No, I wanted that as newborn babes. Desire. We have to have a desire for the sincere milk of the word, these scriptures. That's what we can't forget about. When we come into this truth, the Lord wants us to study to please him, not nobody else. Because everybody in here, the one goal we have in common is to get the what? To get the kingdom. So focus on pleasing the Lord.
1000% correct. Give me Revelation 14 and 12. Revelation 14 and 12. Two excellent precepts.
The book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints.
Here is the patience of the saints. Read.
Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
Do you got to be an officer to do those? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Guess what? I remember when I first came in the truth, I didn't know a damn thing. I got my whole family together. I got a whole debate set up. And I got tore up. But I didn't need rank to do that. Y'all understand that? You can now, all of us is a lot further along scripturally. You don't have to have rank necessarily to win a brother or sister over. Y'all know that, right? What's Sister Sister Bella? What's Sister Bella at? She on security? She probably on security right now. Sister Bella ain't got no rank, but you'll think she an officer of 20.
Yeah.
I get more calls from the school from her interacting, just talking with brothers and sisters, telling them to come to the school because the scriptures is her first love. It's still on her mind. Some of y'all,
That's right.
you get detached. It gets old to you. You don't even think to tell anybody about the truth no more. It's just who you are, but you don't really. It's not fresh. If that make y'all get what I'm saying? Just like I said about the restaurant. The first time you go to Crumble Cookie, you like, what? These cookies is fire. Tell somebody, after the 10th time, you don't even tell nobody. You like, you just go to Crumble. It is what it is.
Just pull up.
But the scriptures should stay fresh in you. It should stay always in your spirit. Always. Give me that Jeremiah about a fire. Shut up. I think it's 5:14. I want Jeremiah. Yep.
20.
In my mouth is fire. What it is?
I got the one that in my bones.
Yep.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 20 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in mine heart as a burning fire.
Right. His word was in my heart as a burning fire. That's how the scriptures got to be. And you get wisdom as you go, but that should always be. I remember when I was in Tallahassee, my two co-workers, we was all coaches. Luckily, they was cool Edomites, which they are cool Edomites because the Lord made them cool for you. But anyway, I remember us going through the scriptures. I'm cutting them up in the scriptures. But I was like, how did I not get fired? How did they not? But the Lord put the spirit on them. They like me. They dealt with me because, we all praise we with IUIC. We still use wisdom. Obviously, I'm not going to tell them they the devil, they the way. I wasn't doing that. But all doctrines was getting destroyed. All doctrines. Christmas, Thanksgiving, virgin birth.
Everything.
Everything
on flames.
Right. Everything on flames all the time. Now, just being honest, when I go to work, I don't say a damn thing about nothing. I'm like, nope. It won't get me.
Not today.
Won't get me, but I do got 100,000 followers on TikTok. You can find me on there. You might find me on there. But the point is, the scriptures got to be inside of you. Y'all understand that?
That's right.
If that spirit leaves you, that's a problem. You never want that spirit, that eagerness, the readiness to battle to leave you. Because if it does, that's a problem.
Hey, Cap,
Yeah.
you just cut me. I remember when I first came into truth, I was working at Walmart. And I was, you were zealous, right? I spoke to leadership. I said, hey, can brothers go out? Can we do flyer mission stuff? They was like, just teach what you know. Yep. Man, I had flyers. Everybody was getting. If you was black and Hispanic, everybody got a flyer. On the clock, I'm on the clock. If you in the freezer, you getting a flyer. If you in the break room, you getting a flyer. You're at the register. Everybody got a flyer. And then I got fired. So just from experience. Don't do it.
Right. But y'all get the point, right? We're not telling y'all to go camp mode
yeah, don't do it.
But we're saying it should be in your spirit. Now, like I said, as always, as a nation, we leveled up. That's why we got MOV now. That's why we have organized fly missions. That's why we have daily bread. That's why we have all the different teachings. You got 15 minutes with the captains. You got the short sessions. You got the social media. So there's ways for you to teach. There's ways for you to get the work done without endangering yourself. Y'all understand what I'm saying? All right. From there, go to 2 Ezra 7, 56. 2 Ezra 7 and 56. We're going to read down to 59.
Yes, sir. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 56.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle.
So us fighting our sins is the condition of the battle. Understand, for you to receive salvation, it's not just about you passing the MOV test, passing the soldier test. It's you overcoming those trials and tribulations within yourself. Read.
Which man that is born upon the earth.
Which who?
Which man.
Which man and woman, humankind. Read.
That is born upon the earth shall fight.
All of us are going to have those fights. Whether you're in a position of rank or not, you are going to have those fights. You think when a brother go from MOV to MOV soldier, all his lusts go away instantly? You think when you become an officer of 50, all your lusts go away instantly? No, that's not the way this works. Likewise, the second you go from Tyrone to Anwan, all your sins don't go away. You overcoming all of those things. Y'all understand that? When you go from Brittany to Sister Sarah, your sins don't go away. They should be lessened as you come into this truth and learn and grow, but it is not immediately taken away. Read it again.
Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle.
This is the condition of the battle. Read.
Which man that is born upon the earth shall fight.
Read.
That if he be overcome.
If you are overcome. Read.
He shall suffer as thou said.
You will suffer. Read.
But if he get the victory.
But if you get the victory. Read.
He shall receive the thing that I say. For this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the people while he lived.
Read.
Saying, choose thee life.
Doing what?
Choose thee life.
Choose life. Choose life. When Moses, what he's referencing was in Deuteronomy. You keep the commandments and choose life, or you cannot, and you're going to choose death.
That's right.
Go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, get Psalms 119 and verse 101. The battle, going into the battle, as we come into this truth and we learn these precepts, we have to find ways to keep ourselves from the evil of that old man, right? To choose life. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 101.
Come on.
I have refrained my feet from every evil way.
We come into this truth, we realize, like, you know what? I got to put away the old man, the old woman. Everybody, it doesn't matter if you have position in the church or if you're a brother or a sister. Everybody, if you want to get the kingdom, you have to put away evil. Read.
That I might keep thy word.
Read.
I have not departed from thy judgments.
Meaning God's commandments. You understand that the Lord is going to judge us if we don't keep his commandments. Read.
For thou hast taught me.
Read.
How sweet are thy words.
This is going back to that first love. How sweet is the Lord's words. That joy. You want to share it with everybody because you know the word can change their life. Read.
How sweet are thy words unto my taste.
Read.
Yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth.
Read.
Through thy precepts I get understanding.
We have this understanding now.
Therefore,
hold on. We have this understanding. We got to share it with everybody, right? That's why the captains, the order set up. But at the end of the day, you're gonna profit off of these words of God as well. Everybody can profit by applying what the scriptures say. Come on.
Therefore, I hate every false way.
And we all got to be in one mind, one spirit when it comes to sin. We got to hate that thing.
Fire. From there. So you may say, well, is rank necessary? Who want to answer that question? Is rank necessary? Because Cap, sound like you saying we don't need no rank. Everybody can just be, we all going to be brothers. Let's see. Come on, somebody. Anybody.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Brother Derek.
Brother Derek.
I say rank is a requirement because it establishes order.
There you go. 100% correct. Rank is needed for order.
Yeah.
How many of y'all ever been to a homecoming or a prom, and afterwards you go to the Waffle House or Denny's and somebody start fighting? Y'all ever been there before? Seen that before? Right? What is not present in those situations? There's no order. It's just a bunch of Negroes doing whatever they want to do.
That's right.
That's why whenever black people predominantly get together, that's how it resorts in. Fighting, shooting, all these different things, arguments, because there's no order. There's no one person that can say, all right, hey, look, we need to do this or we need to do that. Nobody ain't listening to nobody. You ever seen those situations where somebody getting jumped, somebody tried to, ain't nobody listening to nobody. Everybody just running any type of way. It's no order. Yep. That's what blacks and Hispanics predominantly, that's how we roll. Until we had the scriptures.
Powerful niggardry at
Right.
work here.
So 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. So rank is absolutely needed to keep order. Exactly what he said, for order's sake.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
Let what?
Let all things be done decently and in order.
Right. How many of y'all, you was growing up, you was 15, 16, you go to your local restaurant or store, whatever, a white man owned business, most likely, and you try to get a job. How many of y'all ever did that before? One person tried to get a job before? Nobody ever worked nowhere before? Okay. So, if there was no order in that establishment, what would prevent you from being the manager the first day you walk in? Huh? Right. But black people don't think like that. Black people will come in here and say, I need to run the school. You just found out the truth yesterday, and you're going to be at the leadership table teaching, telling everybody what to do. You still battling lust. You counseling sisters. All these different things. Y'all understand that? You must establish order. You must establish order. Read that verse again.
Let all things be done decently and in order.
Decently and in order. Colossians 2 and 5.
The book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 5. For though I be absent in the flesh, yet am I with you in the spirit, joying and beholding your order.
Joying and beholding your order. I know a lot of y'all, you may not know, but we are a lot more disciplined and organized than every other church system on the earth. Y'all understand that? I'm just letting you know that. Ain't nobody doing what we doing in the Christianity church or in the Israelite side of things. Because our leadership is nation-minded. It's different when you are thinking about building a nation as opposed to just running a church. Y'all understand that? The things that we do, I'm telling you, is revolutionary in the spaces that we are in. That is why we are able to do the things that we do, and other people like, how are y'all able to do that? How are y'all able to get thousands of men, thousands of women on the same page, in the same clothing? How do you get all these women in the same clothes? That's mind-boggling to some people. Mind-boggling. From there, go to Deuteronomy 18. We're going to start at verse 10. We're going to read down. I'm going to show you the origin of rank and why it was set up from the jump.
Yes, sir. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, and you say verse 10, sir?
Yep.
Verse 10, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter or a witch.
I think I want Exodus, my bad.
Exodus 18.
Exodus 18.
Yes, sir.
I said Deuteronomy probably. Yep. Exodus 18, my bad.
Come on, I should know that.
He good.
Shoot from the hip.
The book of,
He like Anchorman. Whatever come on the teleprompter, it's going to get read.
the
Read
book
that.
of Exodus, chapter 18 and verse 20.
10.
Come on. 10? Yes, sir. 18, verse 10. And the book of Exodus, chapter 18 and verse 10. And Jethro said, blessed be the Lord, who has delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians, and out of the hand of Pharaoh, who has delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians.
Read.
Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, for in the thing wherein they dealt proudly, he was above them.
Read.
And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices for God. And Aaron came and all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before God. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people.
That who sat?
That Moses sat to judge the people.
So, Moses sat to judge the nation of Israel. What was going on right here? Who can tell me? Who can give me the context of what's going on? Somebody give me the context. We just literally just read it. Somebody should be able to help me out. Come on, come on. Raise your hand. Answer the question. It ain't rocket science. It ain't deep prophecy. All you got to do is be paying attention.
Shalom,
yes, sir.
leadership.
Shalom, shalom.
Brother Rock.
Brother what?
Brother Rock. Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah.
Another Benjamite.
No.
No.
Levi.
Levi. What the hell Levi doing here? I ain't never seen a light-skinned Levite. All praises.
Am I?
Yeah, you light, bro. You yellow, bro.
Come on.
You yellow man.
You try to make me like Esau. Huh?
Y'all all right?
What's up? What's the answer?
Moses tried to establish the order.
What we coming out of?
Egypt.
We coming out of Egypt. Good. 100% correct. So we coming out of Egypt. You got thousands of Israelites trying to get set up. You got men, women, and children living in tents. No permanent home, no structure. So just imagine tabernacles for 40 years. That's what's going on. You think it's some confusion going on? You think there's matters that's being handled between people? Oh, yeah. And one man got to sit there and try to handle all of those different grievances between the people. She did this. He did this. They kid did this. All that. He got to deal with this all day long. Read.
And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses sat to judge the people.
Read.
And the people stood by Moses from the morning unto the evening. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, what is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone? And all the people stand by thee from morning unto even.
So how was Moses handling all the judgment? Everybody can, y'all can yell out. We just read it. How many people? How many people was handling the judgments? One man. One man was handling everything. Y'all understand that? Moses had to handle all of these things by himself at this time. Read.
And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of God.
Now, he was just doing what was in his heart. He said, well, they come to me. They know I got the Spirit of the Lord, so I'll deal with it. But a wise leader will do what? What will you do if you got the understanding? If you're smart, you see you got 40,000 people, you got the understanding. What you think you need to do? Huh? Somebody said it. Raise your hand and say it on the mic. Go ahead. Get it, Brother Bassar. Dreadmon.
Wagwan. Establish order, sir.
Nope, you ain't get it right. Somebody else. But you right. You right. That ain't the wrong answer. You're going to establish order. But how you going to establish order?
Teach others.
There you go. Who said that?
Renard.
Brother Renard, 100% correct. You have to educate other people so they can do the same thing that you're doing. Anybody ever heard the saying, each one teach one? That's where that comes from.
That's right.
Because if I give you an example, I used to make the thumbnails for leadership long time ago. I can't do it no more because I got other stuff. Now I have to deal with congregations, not only here, but in other cities, in other countries, in other offices. So we have to teach other people, and now they teach other people, so on and so forth. And now it's to the level where it's at now. But if you just want to hold on to whatever it is that you got, you're going to be stagnant. Y'all understand that? In the business world, they call it a bottleneck. Pull up a picture of a bottleneck. Type in bottleneck. No. It says by wisdom established. A multitude of wise. No, it say the wisdom by wisdom he established the city or something like that. No. Okay, here we go. Read that.
Bottleneck, a point of congestion in a production system that prevents it from functioning at full speed.
So a point of congestion in a production system that prevents it from functioning at full speed. Type in bottleneck in business. So anything that will prevent us from going at full speed, we have to remove it. As a leader of an organization, still saying the same thing? Okay, cool. So that means we got the best answer. Let me see. What did it say? Same thing?
A bottleneck is a point of congestion in a workflow or production line where work volume exceeds capacity, creating backlogs.
Right, where it creates backlogs. So Moses' father-in-law understood that. And he said, you know what? If you try to judge every matter, you got people that killed each other over here and you worrying about this, and you can't get to that till Friday. They're going to kill them before then. This ain't good. Right? That's why America came up with right to a speedy trial. It's like, hey, if you don't get to the matter quick enough, people are going to take matters into their own hand. Y'all understand that? So Moses' father-in-law said, hey, look, this is what you need to do. Let's see what he told him to do. Read.
Verse 16, when they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good.
He said, what you're doing is not good. Imagine that. Imagine you telling the man that just led the nation of Israel out of Egypt, went up on the mount for 40 days, 40 nights. He the man. Got the glow, got the understanding, got the strength. Like, hey, bro, you ain't operating right. There's something that you can do better. But that's also good for us to see. Guess what? We don't always have the solution. That's why the Lord puts different people in place to offer those solutions, to offer a different viewpoint, to make things better. That's why we got the stewardship program now. Because I remember the other time, fire safety, wasn't no such thing as a fire safety program. It wasn't no such thing as a hope and healing. It was no such thing as a youth violence. There was no such thing as a YMOV with a curriculum. There was none of that. Sisters wasn't wearing garments. None of this stuff existed. But people come, they see certain things need to change. And now it's where we're at now, and it's only going to get better. Like I said, imagine going from riding on a horse and carriage, right, to a vehicle. You think that was a big difference? Oh, yeah. Now imagine going from a vehicle, the open door vehicle, to now you got AC in that thing. Right? It got better, right? Now you got AC. Imagine you ain't got to drive no more. Right? That's where we at now. But not only that, imagine you can get in a plane and fly somewhere that's thousands of miles away. You get there in 7 hours. So we moving. Likewise, in this truth, we got to have that same mindset. How can we make things better? Y'all understand? That's got to be the same mindset that we always, how can we make it better? So go back to the verse.
Verse 17, and Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good.
Read.
Thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and this people that is with thee. For this thing is too heavy for thee.
Read.
Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone.
Read.
Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and God shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to God, that thou mayest bring the causes unto God. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shalt show them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men.
So this the first implementation of rank. And look what he said. He said he wanted able men. So before those men got rank and they were set up by Moses, were they already doing things? Yes, they were. That's why Bishop always say, before you have the rank of whatever position, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be doing the work of that position. That's why it's no surprise every year we do promotions. If you hear somebody's name and you surprised, that's a problem. You like, who? But for the most part, somebody get raised up, everybody already know. Because they do the work. That brother do this, he do that. He on point, he show up for this, that. It's no surprise. So you already do the work. The point is, the work can already be done with or what? Without the rank. The work can get done. Y'all understand that, right? Read.
Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men,
read,
such as fear God.
You don't have to have rank to fear God. But by having that spirit on you, you'll be selected. Read.
Men of truth, hating covetousness.
Hating covetousness. Read.
And place such over them to be rulers of thousands.
So he's giving you the attributes of these men, these skill sets of these men, and now they're being placed in a position. But they already had the skill sets. They already had the attributes. They just had to wait for the infrastructure to be set up for them to be put in those positions. Y'all understand that? Likewise, how is that taking place right now? There's brothers that have skill sets in mental health positions, right? And they might have already been helping certain people behind doors, behind the stages. Maybe they had rank, maybe they didn't. But then now, boom, we set up Hope and Healing. Now he's a chief steward in that position. But he already displayed certain attributes and certain skill sets to be in that position. Y'all following? AV team. He already was doing certain things in that level. Now we just have it set up to where he can do it. Boom. Now he steps in that position. So you already have the skill sets. The infrastructure always comes second. All right. It was something I was watching the other day. It says in business, if you set up all your systems, if you waste time on setting up all your systems and procedures first, but you don't have no sales, that's pointless. What's the point of having infrastructure and you have no people? Right? You got to have the people, then you can put the people in place. Y'all understand? That's where we at right now as a nation. We got the people. Right. Now we're putting everybody in their position, everybody in their place according to what's needed. Read.
To be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s and rulers of 10s.
Read.
And let them judge the people.
And let them do what?
And let them judge the people.
So, leadership, order was set up to issue judgment. So anybody tell you you can't judge me, they have never read the Bible. They have never read the Bible. The organization, us being organized as leaders was set up solely for what? For judgment. That's why leaders were established, so that they can issue judgment among the people. Read.
And let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge.
Read.
So shall it be easier for thyself.
Read.
And they shall bear the burden with thee.
Right. So that was how it was set up from the beginning. The leaders were set up to have order, to establish judgment amongst the people, so that we can move quickly and smoothly. So there will be no bottleneck amongst the nation in getting matters handled. Read.
If thou shalt do this thing, and God command thee so, then thou shalt be able to endure. And all this people shall also go to their place in peace.
That's the key part. Now, because you don't have the bottleneck, because you don't have one person trying to do everything, now the city is in peace. That's ultimately what we're trying to get to. Peace. Y'all understand? Nobody likes chaos. I remember there was a time in this city, had one brother, he wanted to handle every matter. And it was chaos. Because the men up here ain't getting no experience. The sisters and brothers out there, they may feel that he got a certain way of this, that, and you only getting one judgment. That's not wise leadership. That's not wise leadership. You got to be able to judge the matters and hear matters. And they should flow quickly. Read.
So Moses hearkened to the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he said.
Read.
And Moses chose able men out of all Israel and made them heads over the people, rulers of 1,000.
So when you see captains of thousands, that's in the Bible. Read.
Rulers of hundreds.
When you see captains of 100, that's in the Bible. Read.
Rulers of 50.
When you see officers of 50, that's in the Bible.
And rulers of tens.
10s, 20s, 50s, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's in the Bible. Read.
And they judged the people at all seasons.
And they did what?
Judged the people at all seasons.
Uh-huh.
The hard causes they brought unto Moses. But every small matter they judged themselves.
Right. And that's what you see in IUIC. We set up our nation the same exact. Now, when you had officers of, what it says officers of thousands and officers of 50s and officers of 10, how many people did they have under them that they were responsible for? Let's see. It ain't a trick question. If you had a captain of 1,000, how many people would they have under them? Let me see. Let me hear. It's a trick question. We're going to see.
Shalom, leadership.
Shalom.
Brother David.
Brother David.
Say 1,000.
1,000 men would be under, right? Yes, sir. So what would it be if I called somebody a captain of 1,000, but he didn't have 1,000 men under him? Huh? Let me hear some answers.
That would be his maximum capacity?
Nope. That's one way you can look at it. I want to hear somebody else. I want to hear a different answer.
That mean he got the knowledge to teach 1,000?
Okay. I get what y'all are saying. I want a different answer though. Y'all right? Because somebody may have that rank, and they might not have those people directly under them, but it's something else. I want a different perspective.
Shalom, Most High Christ, blessed brother
Shalom.
Joel. I would say that would be a lie.
There you go. That would be a lie. That would also be a what? Let me see if anybody else get it.
That's right.
If I call you a rank that you don't really live up to.
That would be just a title.
A title? What type of title?
A false title.
A false title? What the Bible calls it?
Well, that would be like hypocrite.
Give me Job 32. Y'all close. It's all right.
Come on.
So if I call you a officer of 20 and I say, hey, officer such and such, how many men do you have under you? And you say, I got 2 men under me. Are you an officer of 20? Not really. You may have the capacity and we may see the potential, but we're not doing ourselves a service if you're not really living at that, have those many men under you. Does that make sense? We're glorifying where we at, even though that's not the fact. Y'all get what I'm saying? Remember what I said, when you build infrastructure after you have the people, right? Bishop wasn't a bishop until the leadership saw, hey, you a bishop now. Even though he had the understanding, he had the wisdom, he had the knowledge, it was a certain level that we had to reach as an organization before he put that title on himself.
That's right.
Y'all understand that? Likewise with the deacons. The deacons was around for a certain time. Before he made them those positions, they had to do certain things. Read that.
The book of Job, chapter 32 and verse 21. Let me not, I pray you, accept any man's person. Neither let me give flattering titles.
Let me give what?
Flattering titles unto man.
So if I call myself a captain of 400 and I'm not ever dealing with 400 people at one time, if I'm never dealing with cities and countries and different offices and things of that nature. Am I really that title? No, that's a flattering title. Read that on the screen.
Flattering titles refer to exaggerated, insincere, or hypocritical honorifics, nicknames, or descriptions given to a person.
Y'all see that? That's what we see in some of these other camps. Y'all understand that? Captain of 5,000. And you turn the camera around, 3 people in the school. What is it? You got something else?
The hell is this?
This practice often involves buttering someone up with artificial praise simply to massage their ego,
Right.
stroke their pride, or gain a hidden advantage over them.
Right. So we're not gonna be like that in IUIC. Y'all understand that? The scriptures tell you not to be like that. Yep.
Hey, can you get Exodus 12 and 37? Because remember what Kat read in Deuteronomy 1, when they established those captains and officers over thousands, they actually had the numbers. They actually had the people. That's what Kat was saying. The people were already there. Then they established the order to set the men over them. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 37.
Yep.
And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men beside children.
So think about it. 600,000 came out of Egypt. So the people were there. And what comes with the people? Bishop said all the time. The more people come, what else come? Problems. So that's why Jethro told him, you can't do this alone. You're going to need help dealing with all of these people. 600,000. So the men that actually had those rank or those titles, that means they actually had the numbers of people under them. Everybody understand that? That's what Cap is showing. That's it, Cap.
Hey, get 1 Timothy 2 and verse 2.
Come on.
Showing you one of the benefits of establishing that order that we need in all the churches. Read that.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 2. For kings.
For the leaders, a king is a leader over the people. Go ahead.
And for all that are in authority.
Come on.
That we may lead.
It said that we. So the king is set up to govern over the people, that we, read.
That we may lead a quiet and peaceable life.
Without a leader, you cannot have a quiet and peaceable life. Remember during the time of Judges, Israel was in all type of wickedness. We didn't have a leader to guide us in the lowest commandments. Read.
That's right.
That we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty.
Godliness and honesty. Because that's what leadership brings. God's commandments. We're going to enforce what's right, thus said the Lord.
All praises. And this may be on topic, may not. But when you got leadership and you got order and you got structure, there's a certain level of order that you have. I'll give you an example. The neighborhood I live in now is different than any other neighborhood I lived in before. It's a HOA community. And you learn real fast. If you don't do things the way they tell you to do things, if you don't follow the order, what happens? You get penalized real quick. One day I parked my car. I'm like 2 inches into the sidewalk. I see a damn ticket on. I said, what the hell? I got a ticket?
The hell is this?
So the point is, if you don't have that, people do whatever they want to do. The nation will do whatever they want to do. They'll say whatever they want. They'll dress however they want. And everybody will be free to do whatever they want. We'll look like the Christian church in here. This sister be sleeping with that brother husband, and that sister be doing the Christian church. Some of y'all adults been in the. I thank God I ain't never been an adult in the Christian church, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. We ain't doing that up in here. Y'all understand that? And the reason why it's not like that is because we have order, because we have structure, because we issue judgment in the nation of Israel, in IUIC. Right. We about judgment because we understand ultimately, if you really want peace, that's the only way you're going to get it. That's the only way you're going to get it. The world thinks the opposite. They think if everybody just follows their heart and follows their dreams, we'll all be happy. No. Whether you believe, it's just like, how many of y'all want to be in shape? Y'all want to be in shape? How many of y'all want to go to the gym every day? Y'all do, okay. How many of y'all go to the gym every day? Okay, all praises. Some of y'all on point. But the things that you need to do ain't always what you do. Y'all understand that? Even though you know it's good for you. Give me that Romans real quick. Give me that Romans. Paul said it exactly how I'm trying to say it. Yep. Start at verse, let's start at verse 15.
The book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 15. For that which I do, I allow not.
For that which I do, I allow not. He's saying, so the things that I find myself doing, I don't permit it. Read.
For what I would, that do I not.
The things that we supposed to do, I'm not doing it. Read.
But what I hate,
the things that I hate,
that I do I.
That's what I find myself doing. Read.
If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good.
So if I find myself doing what I'm not supposed to do, I'm admitting that the law is good. Because ultimately, if what you're doing is good for you, would you feel bad about it? No. When you on a diet and you sneak that cinnamon roll, you don't feel good about it, right? You like, damn, got me again. You consent that having a healthy diet is a good thing.
That's right.
But the second you eat it, you like, it got me again. Got me again. Guilty conscience. All right. Read.
Now, then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me.
Right. Paul was letting you know. He's like, look, it ain't me that's doing, that's the sin that's within me. Read.
For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing.
Right. In the flesh dwells nothing that's good. Read.
For to will is present with me.
To do the right thing is present. Read.
But how to perform that which is good, I find not.
He's saying it's right there in his conscience. He just can't figure out how to do it. He like, I know what I'm supposed to do. I just can't find myself to do it. Read.
For the good that I would, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do.
Read.
Now, if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me.
Read.
I find then a law.
He says, I find then a law.
That when I would do good, evil is present with me.
Read.
For I delight in the law of God after the inward man.
Read.
But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind.
So it's always a fight. You got the law of your mind and the law of your members. You know what you're supposed to do. You know exactly what you're supposed to do, but you're fighting. It's a constant battle. Read.
And bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members.
So, from there, let's go to Sirach 45 and 26. So we set up order. We set up structure to judge the nation of Israel so that ultimately we can live peaceably as a nation. So we can get matters established. We can get things done. We can build as a nation. So order is definitely needed. It is needed. You won't go nowhere without order. Every organization you walk into, the white man got his leaders up on the wall. So you know exactly who it is that you're supposed to trust and who built whatever it is that's there. That's standard. They don't play about order and structure because they understand that. You have to have that. Read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 45 and verse 26. God give you wisdom in your heart to judge his people in righteousness.
To do what?
To judge his people in righteousness.
So God gave us wisdom to judge his people. To judge, you have to have judges. So when I ask y'all, do you have to have rank? Yes, it is necessary because you have to have judges in place. Read.
That their good things be not abolished, and that their glory may endure forever.
From there, go to Ezra 7 and 25. Ezra chapter 7 and verse 25.
The book of Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 25. And thou, Ezra, after the wisdom of thy God, that is in thine hand, set magistrates and judges, which may judge all of the people.
So Ezra was when? Who can tell me the time period when Ezra was around? What was going on? Not everybody at once. It's only questions about the Bible.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Brother Jeremiah. Ezra was around the time period of the Medes, the Persian Medes.
Correct. And what was going on? What were we doing as a nation?
We were rebuilding the temple.
Good. Correct. We're rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, rebuilding the temple. So read that again.
And thou, Ezra, after the wisdom of thy God, that is in thine hand, set magistrates and judges, which may judge all the people that are beyond the river, all such as know the laws of thy God, and teach ye them that know them not.
So, is this a similar situation as what Moses was dealing with? Y'all can yell out collectively. Was this a similar situation? Yes. What was going on? We were in transition again as a nation. We were trying to establish order. We were trying to get ourselves back together as a nation. And what did he say to do? Set up judges, set up magistrates, set up order, teach them the laws of God. Y'all understand? It is the same thing that we are doing today. When you in Texas, when you in California, when you in Uganda, when you in Europe, when you in the UK, set up order, instruction, and teach them the laws. We doing the same thing again today. Y'all understand? Those are the leaders. That's the leader's job. That's the leader's job since the beginning. So what we're doing ain't nothing new. So when people come here and try to rewrite the script, that ain't in the Bible. The script is already written. You don't ever read where somebody just pop up and everything was magically in order. No, the Most High deal with men. He teach other men and they set things in order. That's how it works. Does everybody follow? From there, go ahead. You have something? Go ahead, Lad.
Yeah, give me 2 Maccabees 3 and 1. Just show you it's all through the Bible where we had leaders that was set up at different times throughout history to encourage, motivate, bring forth judgment, and have order in the churches. Read.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 1. Now when the holy city was inhabited with all peace.
With all what?
All peace.
Come on.
And the laws were kept very well.
Read.
Because of the godliness of Onias, the high priest.
So because of Onias keeping the commandments and establishing the order, he hated wickedness. Watch this, read.
And his hatred of wickedness.
Because of that, we had peace in the city. That's what judges do. Like he was just bringing, the temple was destroyed. Now we had the leader, the Most High had to raise up leaders, just like in Titus where he said he ordained, ordained elders in every city that we may set the things that are lacking in order. So understand, it's all throughout the Bible. Like what is that? Romans 15 and 4. Everything are written aforetime. We read throughout history that the wise men amongst the people, they set the people in order. So we read that and realize, we got to do the same thing that our forefathers did. So everybody should be on that same level of understanding that that's what the Lord wants.
Go ahead. Hey, shalom, just returning today. Give me 1 Corinthians 14 to 33. We read this all the time. Read that real quick.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33. For God is not the author of confusion.
Read.
But of peace.
But of what?
But of peace.
I want y'all to understand, when there's disorder, there is no peace. Go back to where we were in Exodus 20, I think it's 27. What happened when there was order set?
The book of Exodus chapter 18 and verse 23.
Yep.
If thou shalt do this thing and and God command thee so, then thou shalt be able to endure. And all this people shall also go to their place in peace.
They're going to go in their place in what?
In peace.
Because there will not be peace unless there's order.
That's right.
That coincides with each other. And God is not the author of confusion.
Yeah, go ahead.
So just like what the officers is bringing out, it has to happen so the nation can grow. There has to be leaders established. Now remember what Cap just read in Ezra 7:25. It says that those were wise judges. They had to have wisdom, right? Read that.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 24.
Yep.
But the multitude of the wise.
The multitude of the wise, those were the judges that were set up during Ezra's time. Go ahead.
Is the welfare.
The what?
The welfare of the world.
The welfare of the world. Who is the world? Israel. Israel is the world. So when the multitude of the wise, when the leadership is set up in order, it says that's the welfare of the world. Can we get welfare? Real quick. Read that, please, sir.
Welfare. Welfare broadly refers to the overall health, happiness, and prosperity of a person or group.
So y'all see that? So that means what? When the leaders are set up, it's necessary for the overall health, happiness, and prosperity of the people. All right? We can finish Wisdom of Solomon out. 6:24.
Yes, sir. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world.
Right, like the peace that the officers was just bringing out. Go ahead.
And a wise king is the upholding of the people.
Right, so that's what's needed. Leadership is needed for the welfare of the people. All praise to the Most High.
So, all praise to the Most High. Excellent precepts. Excellent precepts. So, how to get the rank of salvation? How do we get the rank of salvation? Go to Matthew 18:3. Because that is the question we should all be asking at the end of the day. I want to receive salvation. So how do we get that rank? Yeah, we can teach you how to go through MOV. We can teach you how to be an officer. We can teach you all that stuff. But how do we receive salvation? That's the $1 million question. Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 3. And said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted.
Except what?
Ye be converted.
To receive salvation, each and every one of us is going to have to be converted. We are all going to have to change. Read.
And become as little children. Ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
So we all must change. We must be converted. The things that we deal with, envy, lust, pride, covetous, hatred, all of these things inside of us must change.
That's right.
That's why to get that position of salvation, we can't write a book for you. Because I don't know what you do with. We can tell you, yeah, we can give you an Officer 10 test. We can give you the MOV test. But that's not examining what's on the inside of your spirit. Those things are going to be worked out. And it's going to be manifest throughout your time in this truth. And as you move up. But you ultimately have to fix those things. And change those things. From there, go to Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1. We're going to read down to 10. So to receive the position in the rank of salvation, you must convert and change first and foremost. With or without that purple shirt on, you're going to have to convert and change. With or without a purple dress on, you're going to have to change those things that are going on inside of your mind and that's being manifested on the outside. Read that.
The book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1. If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above.
Read.
Where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God.
Read.
Set your affection on things above.
Your mind needs to be on things that are above. Bishop said all the time, when we get in the kingdom, it ain't no guarantee I'm going to be the bishop. I'm just going to be happy to be there. That's all that matter at that point. I can give a damn. I made it. Right. That's all that matter. You don't care about nothing else. Read.
Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
Read.
For ye are dead, And your life is hid with Christ.
That's what we have to do. We all have to die to our old selves, our old lies. We have to do that. Read.
And your life is hid with Christ in God.
Read.
When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
You see that? If you die with Christ and you living with Christ through your life that you manifest today, when he show up, you gonna show up. Y'all understand that? But those things will not happen if you're not dying to yourself daily. If you're not putting those things away that you shouldn't be doing. Read.
Mortify therefore your members.
Do what?
Mortify.
Deaden. Mortify means to deaden. Kill those members. Read.
Therefore, your members which are upon the earth.
Fornication. Now he's going to tell you exactly what members to end. Fornication, sexual sins. You must deaden those things. Read.
Uncleanness.
Uncleanness. You must deaden those things. Read.
Inordinate affection. Evil concupiscence. And covetousness. Which is idolatry.
Read.
For which things sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience.
So he's letting you know those sins above that you deal with will not allow you to receive salvation. Whether you got rank or not. Whether you got a purple shirt on or not. If you don't mortify your members to those things, when Christ show up, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Read.
In the which ye also walked some time, when ye lived in them.
Read.
But now ye also put off all these.
You put off all of these.
Anger.
You're going to have to put off anger.
Wrath.
You're going to have to put off wrath.
Malice.
You're going to have to put off malice.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
Filthy communication out of your mouth.
Read.
Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
Read.
And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him.
So, these are the things that we must do. That's necessary for us to enter into the gates, into the kingdom. We got to deaden our spirits to these things. Today, we had to send 2 people home today because they showed up smelling like cigarettes. Because they haven't deadened themselves to those different things. And yeah, we can all say, damn, but what you deal with don't leave a stench. You got anger, you got malice all in you, but we can't see it because you can put a smile on. It just so happened what they deal with is evident for everybody to see. So we tell them to go home. But at the end of the day, all of us have spots that we're dealing with. Y'all understand that? We all have things we got to work on. And the Lord just giving you more mercy because it ain't seen by everybody. But you got to fix it. All of us have to fix these things. From there, go to 2nd Ezra.
Cap, can I address that? Hey, get Mark 2. Mark 2. And that's something that he said it. He said, what'd you say about your stench? He said they got a stench, but yours can't be seen. That's heavy. Read that. 2 and 17.
The book of Mark, chapter 2 and verse 17.
No, 16.
Verse 16. And when the scribes and Pharisees saw him eat with publicans and sinners.
You see somebody else sin. You see somebody else get judged for some of the things that they do, right? Go ahead.
They said unto his disciple, how is it that he eateth and drinketh with publicans and sinners?
Man, I can't believe that brother did that. Dang, why she? I can't believe her. Right? These are the little sides that you hear when you hear about other sins, right? But you gotta remember your own sins. Put yourself in their shoes. Read.
When Jesus heard it, he saith unto them, they that are whole, have no need of the physician.
So if you don't see yourself can potentially be in that situation, you don't need a doctor. But us in here that understand we got to get right with the Lord in order for us to get the kingdom, and we like, you know what, let me examine myself. Anytime you see judgment go forth, that's the time for you to examine yourself. Because understand, your day coming. My day, everybody's day coming for the thing. We all got to appear before Christ. Read.
But they that are sick, I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance.
We all are worthy of death. But all praises to the Most High and Son Jesus the Christ. We got a chance to repent and put away our sins, the filth of the flesh, mortify our members. So all praise to the Lord for that.
So from there, go to 2 Ezra 14 and 34. 2 Ezra chapter 14 and verse 34.
The book of 2 Esdras, chapter 14 and verse 34.
Come on.
Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding.
You must subdue your own understanding. What you thought was right, how you thought to roll and do this and how to do that, you got to subdue all that. I give you an example. There was a brother recently. I won't say his name. Y'all know whenever you do something wrong as a kid, do you tell anybody, or you think you can it's better to just not say nothing? Right, you think it's better to not say nothing, right? Nobody will see it. Nobody will notice it. When you get older, what do you find out? They know, but what's the best thing to do 9 times out of 10? Just tell them what happened, right? Because most of the time, they just want to help you fix the problem. Because a lot of times you're dealing with something that don't belong to you. Did that make sense? Do y'all get that? Y'all don't get that. Y'all don't get it. It's all right. I give you an example. If you rent somebody's house out and you break the window, you bust a big hole in the window. And you like, damn, I broke the window. I don't know what to do. And now water getting in the window, mold getting on the glass. In the wall. Now y'all got mold infection, the carpet mildewing. All these things happen. And then the landlord show up and he say, why didn't you tell me this? Oh, I didn't know. Like, I got insurance. All I had to do was file a claim and then we get it fixed. Now you looking crazy. Y'all get that? But because you didn't just confess what was wrong, now you trying to figure stuff out on your own. You don't have to do that. You don't have, but you only learn that as you get older. So anyway, 2 Ezra 14:34. That was going into reforming your mind and what you think is right. You got to do what you're supposed to do. Read that.
The book of 2 Esdras, chapter 14 and verse 34. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding.
If you subdue your own understanding, read.
And reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive.
So when you reform your heart, then you are kept alive. It's not when you remain the same. All of us should always be constantly evolving. Like I told y'all, the world is always changing. It's always getting better. It's always figuring out faster way to do certain things. Likewise, we should be doing the same thing in our spiritual walks. If you're in the same place today you was 5 years ago, that's a problem. If you're in the same place you was 2 years ago, that's a problem. You should constantly be getting better and better and better. The things that pissed you off when you was 1 year in the truth shouldn't bother you anymore. I give you an example. My wife, she used to always be aggravated with the sisters in the body that had a whole bunch of kids. She's like, why can't they just watch their kids? Then one day she came, she's like, I get it now. Like, yeah, I bet you do. Because you ain't had no kids then. Because you just sat there and just looked and thought everything, yeah. There's a reason why she over there stressed. She got sick 4 kids.
That's right.
Trying to sit still for 8 hours in a school. Now you get it. Because you got to put yourself in other people's shoes. But a lot of times we fail to do that. Give me that in Philippians real quick. Philippians 2. Nah, I want Philippians 2, start at verse 2.
The book of Philippians, chapter 2 and verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
Read.
Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory.
Read.
But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves.
Read.
Look not every man on his own things.
Right. The scripture says, look not every man on his own things. Read.
But every man also on the things of others.
But every man also on the things of others. That's the mindset we got to have. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes before you cast judgment. Before you try to validate why they did whatever it is they did. You don't know. You don't know why certain people do certain things. Like we always say, hurt people hurt people. There's a reason why we act the way we act. All right? There's a reason why people do the things they do. Now, we're not justifying it, but it's understanding it. And it's coming to a conclusion and giving the correct scripture to solve the issue that the person may be dealing with. Y'all understand what I'm saying? All right? Hashtag trauma letters. So, from there, go to Romans 12:1.
The book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Read.
Holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world.
Don't be conformed to this world. Read.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
That's how you get the rank of salvation. When you renew your mind, when you're transformed. Read.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
These are the things that we have to do that are necessary. Not just learning how to say the chants, not just learning the basic precept list, not just showing up to MOV, not just showing up to Camp 101. These are the spiritual check boxes that you have to hit that nobody else can see except for you at first. But when it's manifest, then your wisdom will show forth. And then the Lord will call you into bigger purposes, into bigger offices, and into more things. But that's the process that it takes. Does everybody understand that? So, go to 2 Timothy 2:19. So once you receive the rank of salvation, then you receive physical rank. Because before your position is manifest outside, where is it manifest at? It's manifest inside.
That's right.
It always happens inside first. And then you'll see it on the outside. Where David at? Where little David? I got to call him little David now. He ain't big David no more. He outside. He just went outside. Get David, man. I got to give David a shout out. Anyway, some of y'all don't know who I'm talking about. I call him little David now. He done lost like 200 some odd pounds. But he could not have done that if mentally he didn't put himself in that situation. You have to put yourself mentally in a different spot to do those types of things. If you don't believe it, you're not going to do it. It just ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Yeah, look at little David, man. Look at little David. Get little David a round of applause, man.
Come on.
Hey, y'all got a picture? Y'all got a before and after picture? Y'all got a before and after picture. I got to give a shout out real quick.
Come on.
This brother right here, man, is inspirational, man. Inspiration.
Yeah. Come on.
Little Richard. Yeah. You right. We giving you a shout out, bro. We giving you a shout out, bro. Y'all got the picture? Come on, IT. IT gonna take 40 minutes, man. Don't make it awkward. Come on, man. Trying to get the brother a wife, man. Dang.
Come on.
Damn.
Come on.
Come on, IT. IT gonna, I tell you. IT. Grady. All right, there we go. Pull that picture up. Pull that picture up.
Oh, Lord.
You see that?
Come on.
You see that?
We in the building.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
All praises. So, the point is, appreciate you, David. All praises. I don't want to embarrass you. You good. Yeah, you good. We appreciate you. It's all right. No prize. We'll give you you get a meeting with Jared from Subway. All praises. He gonna have a dinner with you. He in jail? Damn. Why he in jail for, man? Damn. All right, then we don't have no meeting with Jared, man. See, y'all ruining my childhood memories, man. Dang. Anyway, the point is, you can't do certain things until you manifest it on the inside, and then on the outside, it will manifest. Because he had to make a decision in his mind that I'm gonna do this. You don't just wake up one day and lose 200 pounds. You have to constantly remind yourself that I'm trying to get this done, and you do it. Likewise,
That's right.
You're not going to change in this truth. You're not going to get that purple shirt if you don't make up in your mind that I'm going to do certain things. It just don't happen. It don't happen. So, 2 Timothy 2:19.
Yes, sir. The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 19.
Uh-huh.
Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his. And let every one that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity.
So it says, let everyone that nameth the name of Christ, not just certain of us, all of us, let everyone that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity. Read.
But in a great house, there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor.
You have some that are here to be honored, and some people are here to be dishonored. Read.
If a man therefore purge himself from these.
So if you find yourself purged from these spirits, from these different sins, from these iniquities, read.
He shall be a vessel unto honor.
You see that? Once you get rid of those things, you become a vessel that can be used to honor. Read.
Sanctified. And meet for the master's use.
You see that? After you get rid of those things, then you can be used by the Father. Before that, he can use you. He can't use you when you're still battling those different spirits. Read.
And prepared unto every good work.
And prepared unto every good work. That is the process to receiving the rank of salvation. Because once you go through that inward transformation, it'll be on the outside, and then the Lord will plug you into his army. Y'all understand what I'm saying? That's the process. That's how this thing works. Give me Luke 17:10.
The book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 10. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you.
Right. When you do those things which are commanded of you, read.
Say, we are unprofitable servants.
We are what?
Unprofitable servants.
We are all unprofitable servants. Whether you're a bishop, whether you're a deacon, whether you're a captain, whether you're an officer, whether you're a soldier, whether you're a sister, whether you're a senior sister, whether you run the circle, whether you're not. All of us are unprofitable servants because all of us deserve what?
Death.
All of us deserve death. Every last one of us. Every last one of us. Now, some of us are going to be more urgent about getting these sins erased than others, but ultimately, that's what we all deserve. Read.
We have done that which was our duty to do.
That's the key part. We have what?
Done which was our duty to do.
All of us are doing what our duty is to do, which is to keep the commandments and the faith of Christ. That's our duty. That is our duty. And then as you move up, you figure out more stuff that you must do. 1 Corinthians 9:16.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9 and verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel.
The Bible says, woe unto me if I preach not the gospel. Read.
For if I do this thing willingly.
This is the key part.
I have a reward.
If you do this thing willingly, you in this walk, you in this truth willingly, nobody got to pull you by the hand to go do anything. Nobody got to command you to go do this or do that. You got a reward. Read.
But if against my will.
If you got to do this against your will, we got to beg you to help. We got to beg the sisters to try to contribute, to bring something of value to the congregation. Read.
A dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me.
So, if you're doing this thing under a false pretense, you're only going to be here so long. You only going to be here so long. That's how you can see brothers that move way up the ranks and then they leave one day for no reason. Because they wasn't doing it out of sincerity. It wasn't doing it because they loved the Lord. It was men pleasing. It was of men's advantage. Whatever reason it is, that's why they were here for only a time, and then they disappear. Read.
What is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Christ without charge.
So from there, go to Luke 12 and 48. Luke 12 and 48. We're going to end here because I got to handle something else before Bishop class.
The book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 48. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given.
So, to whomever much is given, if you got more understanding, more is required of you. You got more talent, more is required. We expect more things out of you. You got more finances, you should give more. If you got more connections, you should be hooking us up in different areas. Whatever it is that you have to bring to the table, the Lord is requiring more of you in that field. Does everybody understand that? Whether you got rank or not, the Lord is calling for you to do those things. Read it again for the top.
But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes.
Read.
For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall much required.
To whoever much is given, much is required. And understand, to receive the rank of salvation, that is a large requirement for Christ. He requires you to put your life on the line.
That's right.
Y'all understand? When you read Acts 8 and 1, it says the persecution went throughout the church. It didn't just say the leaders of the church. It didn't just say the bishops and the deacons of the church. It said the church. Y'all understand that? Okay, read it again.
For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required.
Of him shall much be required. So, on that note, we're going to end class right there. All praise to the Most High.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airways, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.